Alright, we're back at it again with another late stream. I believe this is going to be a mostly talking stream. Yeah. Well, let's get to talking. Just one more week until RMS's entrance exams. Nervous. Yeah, it sure is frustrating to know there's nothing we can do about it either. How about this then? After the test, we go all out to see... How about this then? After the test, we all go out somewhere nice for dinner. Why? It'll be a good family bonding experience. You're right. The three of us haven't gone out to eat anywhere since we moved to Old Town. I think that's a wonderful idea, Roman. Second, I just realized we're going to turn this off. Because it keeps refreshing my chat.
Okay.
Because it is not supposed to be on. Anyway. Curtis has been saying he's heading out for fresh air quite often lately. I'd like to say something, but I suppose I should just let him do as he pleases. It's his life, after all. Only he can decide what's best for him. I know Curtis has been pretty caught up in studying lately, but is there nothing I can do to help? Maybe I should take him out to dinner once the exam's over. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a good stress reliever. So he's not at home. One new thing in the shops over there. So, my stomach's kind of been hurting me lately, so I had the church give me some medicine. Maybe all the studying I did gave me an ulcer. But whatever, I'll make it into that school no matter what. The entrance exam is so close, too. No way am I letting a little stomachache ruin things. So, if this kid makes it into Artemis, does that mean he'd be my junior? I mean, it's not like we're actually real students there. I'll be cheering you on, Curtis. Why do I feel so motivated all of a sudden? I told my parents I was just getting some fresh air. I didn't want to worry them. I'm sure I'll be fine after stretching a bit. Then I'll head right back to studying. Only one more week until the Artemis entrance exam. I've got to make sure I'm ready. The church. Father Nikolai, a little while ago, Curtis unknowingly took some illegal drugs. I've been giving him medicine ever since. He may still be under a lot of stress, but I believe he should be alright for the moment. His mother also comes by every once in a while. Everyone has their own struggles to deal with. Least I could do is give them a place to heal. When times are hard, I'll pray alongside you, and as always, may the blessings of the goddess guide your way. Oh, my apologies. Seems I was lost in thought for a moment. You don't look so good. Is there maybe something we could do to help? No, it's fine. I just happened to see something a bit off-putting when I walked past the station earlier. Please, there's no need to worry. I should be fine after taking some medicine. Something about her seems different today. It's probably for the best we don't ask, though. Is it a 4SPG? Well, I'll be alright. I should be feeling better in no time. You know, it's times like these that make me grateful for the church. It's a calming atmosphere, don't you think? I suppose it's about time I start preparing for our next lesson. I wonder if I should get a few of the locals to give a lecture again. The kids really seemed to enjoy it last time. I brought in just about everyone in the neighborhood already. Oh, that's right. I'm sure they'll be interested in hearing about what I've learned about medicine lately. I try to practice a little of what Father Nikolai has taught me every day. I was finally able to recreate his black slime poultice, too. Though I must say, though, it was quite difficult. Maybe I should show the kids something more simple. What does that even mean? What'd she call it? I am going to do the Google, and I am going to figure out if this is a thing. Poultice is probably something. I don't know what poultice is. Poultice. A soft, moist mass of material, typically of plant material or flour, applied to the body to relieve soreness and inflammation, and kept in place with a cloth. So it's like a salve. Okay. ointment. Maybe.
Thank you all for stopping by.
Oh, hello. Oh, who's this silver-haired child? My name is Kisara, and I was born in Northumbria. Someone named Falenkov sent me here, unless I got the wrong address. Well, if it's not, it looks like I'll be staying here for a while. Nice to meet you. What? What do you mean you're going to be staying here for a while? I mean, that's what the old man told me. Didn't he talk to you about it? Our dad hasn't been in contact for the last 3 months. Not like that's anything new, though. So you mean he didn't tell you about me? No? Not even once. Oh god, I'm so embarrassed. That's the last time I trust some smelly old guy. Man, I can't just live with someone I don't know. Wait, she's not our dad's love child or something, right? How'd you do this to us, Dad? Seems like they're in quite the pickle. This is why communication's important. Sounds like that girl has nowhere else to go. I hope they figure something out. Oh yeah, that old guy gave me a letter, didn't he? Wait, did he want me to show it to them? He could have at least given me more instructions. Such a bad idea. Sounds like we're going to be getting some nice art around Edith. I can't believe he'd do something like this. Our dad has a habit of picking up little things from all the places he visits, sure, but now he's sending us a little girl? Couldn't he have at least checked with us first? Why is our present a girl? Well, I guess that means I'll need to clear out a room for her, huh?
Allow me to assist.
Gonna do that?
Hope to see you again. Allow me to assist.
Oh, no new power droplets.
Hope to see you again.
Okay.
Well, what should I do? I can't just live with someone I don't know. This kid's so scary, too. What do I do?
I can handle maintenance
Put on a
or
brave
modifications.
face. Grin and bear it.
Come again, if you want.
We'll go here. What's up? Guess Victor will never stop with the whole doting father thing, huh? Figured he'd straighten himself out once Paulette got older, but he hasn't changed a bit. Well, that's alright. Having something to protect is a good source of enrichment for men.
Alright, let's move.
Don't stay out too late, you hear? I hear there's been some strange rumors flown about lately. Oh, welcome back, everyone. I see you three have already changed out of your uniforms. We had to go upstairs to take care of some paperwork first, so we figured we'd at least get comfortable. Huh. Three must have worked up an appetite then. Give me a few and I'll get something healthy whipped up for you three. Thank you very much, Victor. Hey, Yume, you play chess? Talk about being all grown up. That's right, and today's the day I beat Grandpa once and for all. And taught me a few of his super secret chess moves. Did he now? I guess Grandpa will have to give you a run for your money, huh? Did he teach that one quick bait and checkmate where you can like checkmate them in a few moves if they're stupid enough to fall for it? Aye, she's having fun. Finally immune to the whole Grandpa Victor act, I'm guessing. Oh, Yume is so cute, and she just keeps getting better and better at chess. But maybe I should throw our next match. See, I promised to buy her a bicycle. She beats me, and... No, wait, Grandpa, I need to beat you fair and square. Okay, Grandpa was wrong. He's got it bad. Well, I'm sure she'll win eventually. You guys headed out? Well, don't be home too late. Just give me a shout when you're back. I'll have some dinner ready for you. Okay, Grandpa, it's your turn. Well done, Yume. That was a great move. Gotta talk to Yume specifically. That goes there, and this. Grandpa said he was gonna give himself a handicap or whatever. I want to win for real. Then he'll get me a bicycle. I'm glad Victor takes the time to play with her. Yeah, yes, their personalities are a teensy bit different, but don't you think Yume gives off the same vibes as another little lady we know? You might be right. I think I've heard them mention this little lady of theirs before. Well, if they're comparing her to Yume, I imagine she's just as adorable. Only one of them wields a giant axe, though. Oh, how was school, you two? I still can't believe you managed to get placed in Agnes's class. My surprise went just as planned. You should have seen her face. Oh, and I think I might be a contender for most popular girl in class. We kinda had a lot happen today, actually. Yeah, no kidding. It was also unexpected, too. Not so great, then. Well, tomorrow's a new day, yeah? Why don't you get some rest? We will. Thank you, Paulette. It's been almost 2 weeks since Van left, right? I wonder how he's doing. That I think he's incapable of taking care of himself, of course. I just think it would be nice if he came back soon.
Oh, what would you like?
Ripe onion soup.
Do you-
Wow, this is incredible.
your best out there, okay?
I don't think we can do anything new here. Gotta select the shop option.
Pick something already. Be
Nope.
seeing ya.
We didn't get any new books, right? Yeah, it would show up in under cooking, I believe. Oh, we'll continue circling around talking to everybody.
I'd better get home soon.
All the kids. Dad, you're back. I didn't think you'd be coming home today. I was already planning this on staying with at Sheena's again. I'm so sorry, Harry. My business trip got extended by a whole week. I didn't mean to worry you. Huh? What's the matter? Something wrong, Mr. Hawker? Oh, no, it's nothing. I just thought you two looked like a young couple out on a shopping trip. Harry, I don't know what's gotten into me. Couple? You thought we looked like a couple? Gross. Keep talking like that. We'll make you eat scraps for dinner.
Okay.
All I can really do is keep apologizing. I just had so much trouble on my business trip. Maybe I've been putting too much pressure on Harry lately. Wish I wasn't so caught up in work all the time. Well, regardless, I need to find some way of making it up to him. We can do one of his hobbies together. I played lots and lots with Harry today. Did you know he's been staying with us this whole time? It's so much fun. Maybe he'll get to live with us forever. And ever. And ever. Why do you have to say something like that? Me and Sheen are just friends, you know. And when are you leaving next, anyway? Ouch. Well, I have to head to Crossbell in 2 or 3 days. Whatever, just make sure you let me know what your schedule's like in the future. Alright, I promise. Me and Harry are not like that, at all. I'm just helping him out with chores a little. Seriously. No, I understand. Thank you, Sheena. I've heard you've been helping Harry a lot lately. Oh, well, it's nothing, you know. I've actually been helping out Mark, too.
I see you're working hard as always.
What's up? The young lady Eddie brought by. What a wonderful girl. I've heard she's the reason Eddie's been taking things more seriously lately as well. Well, I can only hope they remain friends for a long time to come. Sounds like she's awfully caught up on who he's hanging out with. Well, he is his mother, after all. Rosalia was so lovely. I hope I get to meet her again. I really hope they keep in touch. It would make me feel so much better.
Looking is always free, you know.
Yeah, there's nothing new here.
Come see us again sometime.
Anybody? Nope. Nobody moved in. Just wondering if there'll be a notice once, like saying that sold to new person who's moving in like a few days. Grunt, grunt. I always have trouble moving these pots. You need lots of muscle to take care of plants, huh? Need to get stronger. Well, I guess I can wait until I close shop for the day. Phew, if you need to buy anything, please let me know.
What would you like? Will you stop by again sometime?
Now that I think about it, it's about time for the cloves to blossom, isn't it? I'm glad it's our national flower. It's even on our flag. And their public has so many stories about them, too. They should be in full bloom next month. Oh, I can't wait to see them again. Almost done. I have to talk to these... Oh, it's the cats. Oh, what's going on over here? Aw, they're having a little party. Yeah, the cats in Old Town can be a little strange. Actually, the gray one seems to be their leader. Her name's Atoll. And I don't know how to pronounce it. The cats are too smart. They're up to something. I think she's telling us to stay out of it. Oh, she's pretty ferocious, huh? I guess the cats are feeling a little bold today. Alright. 1 for SPG.
What's on the menu?
Monster in the Martian What? We found a pretty big monster in the garden recently. Think you could get rid of it for us? It'll be the one called Ghastly Jin. Feel free to use the terminal in Rosette's room to get the job done. Thank you, thank you. Odd. I can't say I expected there to be a new thingy. Also, all of these respawned. I forgot about that. I want to get the that one achievement for just collecting a bunch of them in the world. If we can get that, we can hold off on like trying to get it in every single map.
Nothing beats
Did I get everything? There's one up there. And down there. And over there. We'll get them all eventually. Why does Curtis have shards in his room? Little do we know that shards is just an allegory for drugs. I mean, that's why I have to scour every single map to find every single one, right? Question. Okay, so I'm gonna guess it'll proceed if we try to return to the office. So more than likely, we'll be able to do the challenge if we go here, right? Now, how does this work?
Want a place to chill? Then look no further.
It's not in there.
All charged and ready to go. Good luck with the investigation.
Do we actually... Maybe we actually have to go in there. Oh, in there to access it. So I'm going to save just to make sure we don't toggle anything we don't mean to toggle. Oh no, it's in Rosette's room. Okay, it was on the upper level. This is Rosette's room. He already gave us permission, so let's head on in. Investigate. Enter garden. Oh, it's a new map. New song. Let me guess.
Let's get started.
Of course there's no fish. There's the map. I was wondering why it wasn't showing up. Also, limited party. Narga Suiso. Anyway. Did we max out that one challenge?
Real good.
Like, which ones do we still have to do? Quick art damage. We have to do it like 106 more times. Gotta use all the dual arts, which we can get eventually. Activating shard skills will happen naturally. Felling enemies will happen naturally. Landing ambushes. Okay. The 100 hit chain will have to keep a note of that. I mean, it seems like popping S-crafts is the only major one. Either that or just grinding out basic attacks for the SCLM chains and supports. Do some scanning. The sheeps are back.
Keep it up.
They aren't much of a problem, though.
everyone.
Ow. Oh, we don't need to scan those guys anymore.
That went well.
Oh,
You were amazing.
there's our
Flynn.
boss enemy. Just chilling over there, menacingly.
Looks like a tough customer. We're not fighting
Take
it,
this.
right?
Won't show any mercy. Take this.
You better be careful with this
Take
one.
this. Enemy down. There. We have the advantage.
There we go.
We can win. That went well.
You did real good, S.
Treasure chest over here.
This could get tricky. Not done yet.
Take this. Next. Done and dusted. Take this. It's done.
We kicked some serious tail out there.
You small guys.
Don't show any mercy.
This cutie has booty. There's another one. We can win right now. I believe in you.
That went well.
You were amazing, Swin.
Finish orb. You join the party.
It's tough. Keep your guard up. Won't show any mercy.
You better be careful with this one. This will be a cakewalk. You're on the ground. I believe in you, Ash.
Keep it up, Nadia.
You got this, Aggie. Grab the light.
We can win.
Yeah, we're fine.
It's up to you.
Here's some of this.
Wide open.
I believe in you, I'll exploit that.
It's up to you on yes.
Grab the light. Innocent
Think
heals a
along.
million.
I won't show it.
Here's some of this.
Keep
You're
it
on
up.
the right.
Easy.
Nana wins again.
That looks like a
Nicely
nice
done,
chest.
Nadia.
Eh. Nothing great. Our way back to that main area. Two more enemies to kill before we actually reach the boss.
This could get tricky. Do your best, everyone. There's another one.
Charge attack available.
We need to regroup.
Oh, got hit. I don't even know how I got hit.
Done and done.
You did real good, S. There.
Watch out for ranged attack.
You're back, everyone. Light. There.
I'm down.
Available.
Take this. It's done. We have the advantage.
Now. Here we go.
That went well.
You were amazing.
Let's see, we can use these.
Swin. There.
We have a pretty much infinite supply of those.
Watch out for ranged attack.
Ow.
Watch out. That enemy looks strong.
Won't show any mercy.
There.
Take this one step at a time.
Charge attack available.
There. Light.
Next. Take this.
You better be careful with this one. This will be a cakewalk. I believe in you, Ash.
Keep it up, Nadia.
Activate the skill.
Here we go. A chance.
Activate the skill.
There. Like that.
Almost there. Dang it.
I won't show any mercy.
There we go. A chance.
Wide open.
There we go.
It should be safe for now.
Good job, Agnes.
I wonder if this area is randomly generated like pretty much all the other areas in the Martian Garden. Or if this one's actually like locked in place. Probably don't need it, but doesn't hurt to be prepared. Here's some foes prowling around to fight.
Do we gotta?
Vasily Jin. Huh, they're weak to basically opposite stuff. That's kind of annoying. Doesn't really affect our strategy too much, but
We've got this in the bag.
we actually get close enough for this.
Now, be gone.
A chance.
Can we get Jabro Garden, everybody here? No.
Easy shield. Protect everyone. Now I'm mad.
Displaying
I
stats.
think these guys,
Good luck.
pretty middling. Don't really have many main weaknesses. You have lost Mobius, which good
Stay on
AoE.
guard.
Focus on healing for. Oh, never mind.
Good luck. These are for you.
We need to kill an ad. That is our goal at the moment.
Bitches. I believe in you, S.
We need to clear the field. Just a little bit. Ooh, freeze.
Need to heal. Guard.
A chance.
Gotta miss. Perfect timing on that. We'll go with Jabro Guard. Swin didn't get it last time, and essentially it's a 3k heal.
Good. Need to heal.
Ah, dang it.
Our time to shine. Here's a pick-me-up. Hip boost. You saved me. A chance.
Okay, so is he still frozen? He's not. So we just keep spamming Jabro Guard to
Doing
keep
good.
Here I go.
keep our shields up.
Guard.
The regen will do the work for us.
We can win.
I believe in you.
No choice. Yeah.
Nice.
What to do?
Okay, so she is going to have to heal or do damage. I guess in this case, doing damage is better.
Activate.
Oh, she got impeded
Take you on.
and broke through the Jabril guard on Nadia.
Here I go. Jabril guard.
Okay,
Win.
please be enough to take out one of these enemies for us.
Keep it up,
Beautiful.
Nadia.
Okay. It's all uphill from here. She's stunned, so let's do... Oh, she's stunned and muted. Brutal.
Now.
My turn.
I believe in you.
Doom Blitz. You're finished.
Nice.
I won't lose.
It's all uphill from here.
Grant them life. Innocent heal. A million. Our time to shine. Here's a pick-me-up. Hip boost. You
Thanks a lot.
saved me. Too bad.
We can win.
Oh, free casting. What do we got? He is not immune to death
Got
blow.
this in the bag. I believe in you, S.
Didn't get it.
A chance.
I always have to try to do it.
Here I go.
It's very... It's so silly when it works. I can't not try it.
I believe in you, S.
No choice. Yeah. Keep it up, Nadia. We're doing good.
Yeah.
I won't lose.
Activating skill.
I'll exploit that. Yeah. Nadia. I believe in you, S.
That did not deal as much damage as I feel like it should have.
Have some of this. Too bad.
We're good.
What to do?
Just gonna give yes, this.
Ah!
We don't need that frost.
I won't lose. Grant them life. Innocent heal. A million. Swing. Have some of this. Now I'm mad. Here's a... I believe in you, S. I'll exploit that.
Wait for
It's up to
the
you,
stun to
yes.
happen. It's pretty close.
Initializing drive.
Ha! You got this, Aggie.
Got the nice
We
freeze
can win.
on everybody.
I believe in you, S.
Hey, we got it. 14k damage. And we got Thor Smasher,
All in a day's work.
a new
Era deposit confirmed.
multi-art, dual art, that's what it's called. Chaos? Well, finish looting and get out of here and continue looking around town. I honestly was not expecting to be doing any combat this stream, considering my time. You should just be able to teleport out. Yes. Okay. We already looked around Old Town, so let's just go down the list
Let's head out.
to Riverside. Oh, there's so many people. Hey, came just in time. You have a surprise guest performing today. Her skills are amazing, and she's definitely no amateur. Mission's free too, so come on in.
Whoa! Sounds like a party in there.
Oh, look who it is. I like to come out to the concert hall to drink on occasion. It gives me a chance to listen to new music. I had no idea some of my students would be here, though, and I was just starting to feel a buzz. Oh well, I suppose the performance is rather interesting. I think it might have even given me chills. Is there a draft in here? Preparing for the festival's fun and all, but it's always nice to take a break every now and then. Hmm? Yo, Nina, how's it going? Thank you for letting me join on such short notice. Give me a second. I need to see... The guitar is like very jumpy at one point in the animation cycle. It caught me off guard. There it is. I just saw it. Thank you for letting me join on such short notice. The time we spend together is yours and mine alone. Let's make this a night to remember. Woo! Oh, it's pretty lively in here. Wait, where have I seen her before?
Let's go.
Come on, everyone. Raise those voices. Get your blood pumping. Woohoo! Alright. Well, Nina's in town, apparently. We'll probably see her in the coming chapter.
Hello, sweetheart.
Of course, they know each other. Hey, it's Tiny Teach! Welcome, welcome, my darling guests. What are you three doing here? I trust you're not up to anything bad, right? As an instructor, I'm afraid I can't condone my students partaking in such an establishment. Oh, we're not here to drink. Don't worry, I'm only kidding. I know you're just here to see Brahmati. I was actually getting some info from him as well. You walked right into the middle of our conversation. You were talking about how discrimination against people from the Empires finally managed to die down a bit. Yeah, I guess you're right. The general attitude toward them seems to have lightened up in the past few years. The fact that people hold Fee in high regard now is proof. I suppose it's too much to ask for long years of discord to be resolved in such a short time. It's nice to see us working towards reconciliation, though. On a similar note, the relations between Crossbell and the Empire have also improved considerably. Although I would think much of that improvement is thanks to the round of 7. Isn't that right, Toei? Yes, that's right. I'm sure everyone's doing their part to cooperate to the best of their ability. Especially Reen. He's been working with His Imperial Majesty on all manner of issues in the Empire. We keep trying to tell him not to overdo it, but he's always been a little stubborn. He sounds like a real workhorse. No, thank you. Well, can't say I'm too familiar, but it sounds like both the Ashen Chevalier and the Round of 7 haven't changed very much. Who's the Round of 7? You know the Ashen Chevalier, Miss Toa? I knew you were well connected, but... Queen Schwarzer and Miss Toa. Not only were they fellow students, but they seem to be co-workers as well. Everything I've read about him is based on rumors, though. I wonder what he's really like. I'm assuming the Round of 7 is a nickname, so I'm going to look that up real quick. The Round of 7. It's an Arcus 2 application that allows multiple users to video conference. So they're just referring to the communication system that they have with the artifact. Because they probably don't have Zyphos over there. I keep in touch with my juniors through an app called the Round of 7. It was launched around 3 years ago. Oh, so they made it into an app. That makes sense. Lately I've been trying to keep them informed on what's happening in the Republic. I even mentioned Swin and Nadia to them a few times. They're really hoping you to enjoy your school lives. I'm imagining a room full of saps looking at us. It's kind of creepy. What she means to say is, we appreciate it.
Okay.
Well, strange, and on your first day, no less. I would say it's to be expected for the life of a substitute Spriggan, but at least you still have the rest of your school year ahead of you, right? It's not going to be that simple.
The world
Glory night.
and this menu is your oyster.
A Brahmati cocktail that's perfect for a calm, quiet evening. Yeah.
Aww. Leaving so soon?
How's the comment going? That new chapter was amazing. The scene where Akira and Shadow Akira cross paths once more. It's like the emotion what was flying right off the page. I think it really added to the depth of the Dark Hero's character, too. Boy, I sure am glad I came along on your trip. Uh-huh, is that right? I never even got a chance to enjoy myself. Got so many more fans now, too. And they're never gonna let me relax. Looks like her mind's wandering off. Maybe she's already planning the next plot twist? Well, I'll let you get back to it then. I look forward to next week's issue. Hey, Cronin, you don't have much of a love life, do you? How could you tell? We do have one request, actually. It's about the next chapter's lineup. Mia's won a lot of the popularity polls, right? So maybe we can have her pop in for a bit? I know this might be a lot to ask, but just consider it, please. Mia, huh? I didn't actually have anything in mind, so whatever's fine with me. Guess she is pretty easy to draw, too. I'll just whip something up real quick.
Let's go.
Man, I really thought that trip was my chance to take it easy for once. Does he get a kick out of making my life harder or something?
Okay.
All right.
Yes. There's no weird event flags around, so that's good. Hey, Selma. Can tell you've been jogging again. Here, bought you a coffee. Thanks, Lottie. That was really nice of you. Well, you deserve a little treat after all the work you've done. Still, you've really been running a lot lately. Got some kind of goal you're working toward? Yeah, something like that. Ah, crap, there's no way I can tell him I'm just trying to lose weight so I can get a boyfriend. Actually, there's a marathon that happens in the capital every May. I was thinking that maybe I could participate in the one that's coming up, but I'll probably just end up embarrassing myself. I don't think you will. Huh? Don't give up, Selma. I'm sure we can make your dream come true somehow. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but what does that mean? So, that's what she's been thinking lately. Is that why she's working so hard? Well, I'm kind of interested now. Maybe I'll try it out with her sometime. What did he mean by that? We can make your dream come true. And what's my heart pounding for? Am I dying?
Come on in and eat your fill.
What's going on, Primo? Oh, there's something missing. Our tacos won't win without it. Maybe we should add something more stimulating. Reading it that really fires up the senses. Whatever it is, I'll find it. Anything to beat Shino's bar. All order. Yeah, my mouth is really burning. Hino's been trying out some more ideas for our new menu item. She's had me eating nothing but habaneros all day. Why am I your taste tester anyway? Just whose stance does she think this is? Maybe I should take a more firm stance with her. Come to think of it, I used to have a few regulars who were singers. They call themselves idols. They've actually had a number of live performances lately, but that means they've also stopped coming by as often. Still, glad they're doing alright. Can't see them, I can at least cheer them on. That new,
My stuff can't be beat.
no habanero? I like habaneros, though.
I'll be waiting for you.
They have good flavor. Much. Tacos here are different. The flavor's just never the same. Kind of been throwing me off, honestly. Oh well, maybe their next batch will be better.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Bracers.
In here.
Phew. Feels like it's been a while since we've had troublemakers in town. I believe it ended in us making a trip to Crossbell. Yeah, white-collar schemes are the worst. Glad it's over. Anyway, you've been doing a lot of training lately, haven't you? I'll be dependent on you, Mr. B rank. Only a little. I mean, I just want to be able to protect people on my own from now on. Mostly, I want Regina to stop telling me I'm hopeless without her. Well, I have a feeling getting stronger won't solve that issue. Wait, why do you say that? Oh boy, men sure are hopeless. I can't help but feel a bit sorry for Regina. Damn, he really has no clue, huh? Well, whatever, I'm more worried about Gray anyway. Feels like he's been pretty focused on looking for something lately. Maybe I should check up on him.
Okay.
Cough. No, it's you. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. I was just thinking how I need to get Lahad to start training me soon. Yeah, I made it to B rank, but that doesn't mean I can start slacking off. I need to get stronger.
All right, let's move.
You can slack off when you get to S rank. Have fun. Then you can go disappearing on airships all day, every day. I figured we'd be heading to the race already, but Univer's still working on maintenance, I guess. Oh. By the way, the crowd might look kinda slim tonight. Downey and the others were busy with something else. Maybe we should just focus on learning our opponent's techniques for the moment.
Aw, let's go.
Alright, let's have some fun, people. Yeah! Carlos? I like stopping by Bradley's every now and then, just to see what he's up to, you know? I think it's a little funny he turned his niece into a car freak, though. Shame I'm not racing anymore. I'd have taught her everything I know. Well, it's like riding a bicycle or driving a car. You don't just forget it. You'd be a little rusty, but I've been friends with Carlos here since my Z1 days. See, he was a racer for Leno, and I was one of Ingrid's chief engineers. We practically lived for our jobs. Yeah, we were busy as all get out back then, but made some good memories.
Can I help? Come again.
Carlos actually managed to bring Leno to victory a fair number of times, too. Had to retire because of an injury, though. They've been going downhill ever since. So that's the spoiler changed. Oh, Lucio was right. It fits perfectly. Hey, Tomboy, remember to do a final check before you head off, you hear? Yes, sir, and thanks for all your tuning advice. Alright, attachment complete. Just in time for tonight's race, too. Can't wait to see what this baby can pull off. Alright, looks like the church is the last area we have to drop by. Thank you for always taking the time to play with Errol. Sorry, I didn't think we'd go for so long. We played hide and seek today, Mommy, and Rooney's really bad at it. I won after I climbed that big tree. A tree? Carl, that's very dangerous. What? It's not like it was hard or anything. She sure has a lot of energy to burn, huh? Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to push her on you so often. She just really likes following you around. Oh, and you helping with her homework has really been a blessing, too. I have to watch her like a hawk to make sure she finishes it all. Yeah, she's not really a big fan of doing things she doesn't find interesting. Maybe something in her textbooks will catch her eye someday. How you doing, Errol? I can beat Rooney in whatever we play. Actually, I even had to teach him the rules for our games a few times. I'm so nice. There was a particular sister that I had grown close to in the past. Although she was of Central Eastern descent, she joined a Western-style church. But then a nuclear weapon, can still hardly believe it. Must remain strong for her younger brother. Sister Bellica had a younger brother. Thankfully, Lashkar was saved. He even stayed at the temple for a time. It's been quite a while since I've seen him around, however. Can't help being worried. He has a job now. He's doing pretty fine. He just needs to, breathe and move on. Historically, the Republic sees a rise in anti-immigrant sentiment whenever economic issues are anticipated. The Republic has been quite prosperous in recent years, but of course, that was likely due to the reparations made by the Erebonian Empire. With those having ended last year, many people have been making their concerns clear. I only hope history doesn't repeat itself. Alright. I believe that's everybody in Riverside. Done and done. Station
Here I
Street,
go!
where all the shops are. Why is it so dang bright here?
That's just a rumor, right?
Where is this light source? There's like a single... It's coming from this direction. I see. It's like looks like it's supposed to be the night sky, but it ain't quite right.
Let's see. I need to buy.
Alright, that'll be shopping done. Tonight's dinner should be wonderful. Still, I'm sure it'd be even nicer with my husband around. Life can be so boring without him. And to think of it, that girl I used to speak with, Beth was it? It's been a while since I've seen her. Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Did something happen in Longport? A lot of their trade companies seem to be having issues lately. I'm a bit worried it'll start affecting our supply of imported foods. Although I suppose we should be all right for the moment. Oh no.
Let me know if you need anything at all.
What's going on Dan's side of the
Please come
story?
back anytime.
This tastes great.
Oh. Milan's not here today, but I can still help you with whatever you need. He apparently went off to Longport to try and make deals with some other pharmacies. He also said he'd be meeting up with his family again, although he seemed a little conflicted about that part.
Allow me to assist. I hope to see you again.
Ladies and
Oh
gentlemen,
man, I thought
your
I finally
attention,
nabbed myself a
please.
good guy too. Guess he was the only one playing with me. Guess he was
On the
only
roof
playing
of
with
this
me.
building, you will find a rest area
What?
surrounded by
Why
greenery.
is my love life such a mess? Am I doing something wrong? Wait a sec, that
Should you
Marguerite?
need a break from your shopping,
Well, I
you
guess
are
that's
more
not
than
so
welcome to
strange.
relax
I
there.
think we'd be shopping here at the same time. Maybe I should go and talk to her. Not like I have any other friends. Sigh. If only I hadn't doubled down after finding out I misunderstood her. Sigourney. I didn't think that blade would ever look good again. Well, I guess I should have expected as much from you, Sylvie. I'll never get tired of watching you work.
Ladies
Just so you
and
know, I don't give out
gentlemen,
discounts
your
for kindly
attention, please.
praise, but can't say I don't appreciate it. Oh, before I forget,
On
I
the
just
roof
finished
of this
maintenance on one of your
building,
dad's
you will
guns.
find a
The
rest
Lieutenant
area
Colonel's packing some
surrounded by
serious
greenery.
firepower. Think you could take it back with you? Of course, leave it to me.
Should you need a break from your shopping, you are more
Daddy's
than welcome
gun's
to
all beat
relax
up,
there.
but that's just a testament to his skill in battle. My dad's got a few nicks here and there, but it's nowhere near his level yet. Oh. But yeah, she's the one who's obsessed with her dad, right? And her dad's a military man. I've known Sigourney for a long time, since she was practically in diapers. Honestly, the girl's engaged in a lot of serious training regimens, but she doesn't really have much to show for it. That being said, you can really tell how hard she's worked just by
Ladies
looking
and
at her knife.
gentlemen,
You don't
your
get nicks like that
attention,
from
please.
wood carving.
If you need something custom made, I got you covered.
Oh, wait,
You need
there's
fresh
nothing new here.
vegetables and ingredients that are directly
You
sourced
better
from
take good
farmers.
care of it.
Look no further than Holden Groceries.
Maybe spring, but the nights are still far too
We invite
cold.
everyone to come and see
For
for
times
yourselves.
when the seasons are in a bit of a limbo, I always suggest layering up with your apparel. Of course, if you have any questions about doing so, I'd be more than glad to help you out.
Okay.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
That voice always catches me off guard.
Please stop by again.
We don't hold events at night very often, but a lot of our customers like to spend some time enjoying the evening breeze once they're done shopping. Hopefully I'll have this stand up and running soon so they can have something to snack on. Make sure you stop by next time too.
What would you like?
Nothing
Will you stop
new.
by again sometime?
Saga of Ravana.
And let's
Invite everyone to come and see for yourselves.
sneak our way out. There we go. Snake our way out is probably the right phrase. Haha, take that, Ronald. Lockup's a good look for you, bastard. Eat dirt. I remember him from 2 years ago. Sounds like he's got quite the grudge against Ronald, too. Yes, the news has already made the rounds. Obviously, I don't have all the details, but this seems a little harsh. Still lost? I'll be graduating soon, so I've started applying to all sorts of vacancies in Edith. I keep getting lost on the bus, though, so I end up getting to my interviews too late. But I won't let that stop me. I just have to add time spent being lost to my schedule from now on. Just schedule to be there like an hour early, and then you'll be there exactly on time. Hey, look at this. Somebody just posted a special expose on Nina Fenley. Oh, I didn't know you could get stuff like that on your T-phone. Now I really want one. She's so cute in that pic, though. Honestly, that natural beauty aesthetic she's got going completely sets her apart from the other celebs. Yeah, no kidding. She might not be as much of a glitz and glamour girly as Judith is, but what she's doing works just as well. Her acting's supposed to be pretty good too, but honestly, I think her looks really speak for themselves. Totally. Ooh, and her hair looks so silky. Like seriously, give me a list of all her hair products. all people ever talk about is how good Nina's acting is, but don't you think she's like picture perfect too? I mean, she's practically a doll. I need all her skincare tips stat. You know, I used to buy celeb tabloids all the time, but now all the hottest gossip's up on the OrbitalNet. Probably because the T-Bone's been so popular lately. Man, this thing's really got it all, huh? Yeah. People can now get obsessed with social media. What's up, Jin? Oh, it's you guys. Heard you had a few problems to deal with today. There was a bomb threat over at Artemis, right? Something to do with the grudge. Well, I'm glad it was taken care of before anyone was hurt. You seem to be awfully well informed on the matter. I guess information moves pretty fast in the guild. Hey, got any more details in that big brain of yours? Sorry, but we left most of the investigating to the police. Yeah, unfortunately we have our own issues to worry over. If only we had more answers. Their own issues? Wonder what's going on. And it looks like Elaine's out as well. Well, it's not our problem. I say we just see ourselves out.
Okay.
She's not wrong, but I am curious. We've had to do a lot of running around lately, so taking care of the capital's been left to our juniors. Only few were here. Well, they're doing fine for the moment, and I'm sure that's thanks to your group as well. Looks like we're short-handed as usual today. I guess I'll need to redo the roster again. Honestly, we've been a little concerned about what's going on in Langport recently, but with us having such limited staff, all we can do is observe. I'm guessing Regina is over there as well right now. If she's not just chilling around one of the districts, of course. Can you spot any blips easily enough? There's one right below us.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Well, it would be nice if we could just somehow keep those shards around permanently so we don't have to keep toggling this. Quality of life features. You know, the nice stuff.
I wonder if business will be better this year.
Story of blood-stained Earth, and of how a young...
Ooh, I got a thingy. 10,000 S tokens obtained with shard search. Is there another one? Okay, it doesn't look like we have to grind those out anymore. Cool. So we will just...
band of soldiers.
We will shard search to get, like, the different Martian Garden entrance and stuff. We don't gotta worry. Who the hell's giving him an audience? We can shard search for, like, as we're walking around, but we won't go out of our way to get every single shard anymore. Alright, that work's finished, and just in time for the final train too. That means I can start my trip to Longport without any worries. Well, at least until it's time for negotiations. Whatever, I'll make sure I live it up at the Eastern Theater tomorrow. Hey, don't ignore me. I'm telling you to step off your soapbox. I warned you about this last year, didn't I? If you refuse, I'll be forced to come back with a warrant. My pure-blooded brothers and sisters of Calvard, take the time to remember what's been taken from you. Our identity as true citizens of Calvard has been tainted over the past century. We must come together to drive out these invaders. The future of our nation is at stake. No, I don't want to, and you can't make me. Don't be like that, Mina. Starting next month, you'll have to go to class without me. That sounds like fun, right? But I'll always be there, sure to pick you up at the end of the day. So how about we do a little test? No, I don't want Mommy to leave. You have to stay with me forever. It's been a while since she's thrown a tantrum. I didn't think this would be such a struggle.
A story of
No,
blood
Mommy needs to
stains
be with me
and
always.
of how a young band of soldiers managed to
I
survive.
decided to have Mina go through a few test runs of Sunday school recently. She was fine with it when I sat in for her lessons, but she didn't want me to leave. Of course I can't come to all her classes. She's just going to have to get used to it. She may be too young for this. I thought I remembered being alright with it when I was a child. They're all different.
When did it get so late?
Not all of them can be ideal, sadly. But they just gotta get raised right. Whatever the case. My grandma was finally discharged from the hospital. Her health was really on the decline last year. I think she might be leaving us for good. That's why I asked our Guide Solutions for help in visiting her, but to think she'd actually improve. Anyway, thanks again for going through the trouble. It really meant a lot to me. I'm glad to hear she's doing better. Dad's not with us at the moment, but I'll be sure to tell him later. My grandma was finally discharged from the hospital. Her health was really on the decline last year. I figured she might be leaving us for good. That's why I asked our solution to help in visiting her, but I think she'd actually improve. Yeah, okay.
What would you like?
New. I think we have enough for another upgrade, don't
Will
we?
you stop by again sometime?
We have to go to an ornament shop though. Ilhan's been awfully chummy with Wesley lately. Well, that's fine. There's actually something else I've been worried about. Sometimes Ilhan can get a little caught up in new ideas. For example, this new venture of his feels like it's going to be more of an issue than it's been in the past.
Got plenty of custom parts. Glad I was able to help you out.
Oh.
Got plenty of custom parts.
We can custom. So who do we open the next slot for? I say we just focus on one person's at a time. So, oh, we're seven away. No upgrades then.
Hope to see you again.
Speaking of that, I want to see. It would be the driver. I want to swap one of these out. So just replace Ivy Frost with the one we just got. Thor Smasher. Because we need to use one of each. Mistress, I think it might be best if you forgot about that establishment. Perhaps I can show you a more interesting spot in exchange. We went sightseeing with a couple that was quite familiar with the area last year. They managed to show us places that weren't even on a map. Oh, what was that place we went to? I would love to see it again. I don't remember where it was. We did follow them around a while. You should also make sure to keep the view of Trian Mall in mind. Perhaps we should test it out. What do you think, Ilhan? Yeah, you're right. And if we were to hold an event on the roof, the atmosphere would be quite compelling. However, I have a feeling the equipment setup will present an issue. Still, I think it would go a long way in boosting Western department stores' overall intrigue. If we try and think outside the box a little, I'm sure we'll be able to pull it off nicely. Think outside the box. Maybe it's a little too vague. Well, I suppose nothing will change if we don't at least try. I'll see what we can do. Alright, I'll try to keep that in mind. At any rate, I'll be doing a little tour of Trian Mall today. Perhaps they'll have something that could give me a bit of inspiration. As for whether or not we'll be able to make their strategies work for ourselves, well, I suppose that's the real question, isn't it? As long as they're willing to change with the times, a manager can always play to their store's strengths. Nostalgia has its uses, but you need to let go of the past eventually. The future holds so many new opportunities after all. Actually, I'm planning stages for my next venture project right now. We're still brainstorming, but I'm sure my next great idea is right around the corner.
What can I get for you? Hope it's to your satisfaction.
So who's chilling outside? Oh, they're not outside, but it's a couple of students. I was just testing to see if I can synchronize my laptop's writing software with my T-phone. If it works, I'll be able to write even when I don't have my laptop on me. The amount of time that could save. I'd be able to complete all my reports in no time. Maybe I'll even finish this one earlier than I thought. my list of interests has expanded rather significantly lately. That's why, in addition to my studies, I've been considering submitting a short essay for one of the Institute's competitions. And now that the T-phone allows me to use all my free time and travel time to work, I should have no problem getting it done. The only issue is, with those phones, it's literally the ones where you have to hit it multiple times, so you can get into the swing of things, but it is still a slow typing method overall. Well, if it is audience of friends. Odette and Albert, what are you two doing out so late? We wanted to meet up to go over today's events. Yeah, thanks for all your hard work today, you three. A little birdie told me you guys were doing some investigating when you noticed the bomb. If it weren't for you, there's no telling just how many people could have been injured. So, really, thank you very much. I can be grateful for your job this time, at least, Agnes. Of course. Yeah, it was no sweat. We're just gonna make triple sure Van rewards us when he gets back. Before I forget, we had something we wanted to pass on to the two of you. Oh yeah, it was a list of all the clubs participating in the festival, along with what kind of activities they plan on doing. I know you guys transferred here mid-semester, so I figured it might help you gain your footing a bit. I didn't think I'd see you after school, so I actually left it at my desk. I'll give it to you tomorrow. Wow, that's so nice of you. I can't wait to see what all the clubs are doing. Thanks, Daddy Birdie. Yeah, really appreciate it. Wait, back up. Did you just call me Daddy? Why does it seem like we've already had this conversation? Albert still has some of his memories? Well, I guess that's alright. Everything should still be on track. Phew, wonder when Ren's coming back. I know I've grown a lot from a lot from not being able to lean on her all the time, but there's just so much work. I was awfully impressed by how Miss Toa dealt with that incident. Being able to deal with issues under duress isn't a skill everyone has, after all. Maybe she's been in worse situations in the past. Yes. I believe that's the last conversation that we have in the area, so let's grab that, head back downstairs to double check, because always good to be sure. Okay, next map, Tyrell District. Also out of curiosity, we can't go underground for most of these locations. Just wanted to check to see if we have the ability to actually go underground. Because if we go underground, you would have the ability to fish.
Zoom, zoom!
Also, the Tyrell District was where the where that lockbox was, wasn't it? I'm gonna go do that real fast. Let's get this over with.
Who wants some roasted chestnuts?
Security level 2. Let's go.
Beginning infiltration sequence. Analyzing code. Security clear. Expanding search field.
See, do they go around in circles?
Expanding search field.
They just go back and forth.
Expanding search field. Expanding search field. Expanding search field.
Wow. This was a very easy one.
Mission accomplished.
Even easier than normal. Nebulous. Oh, geez. We can see inside the door. This is the entrance of the water. We don't have any particular business here. Whoa.
Who wants some roasted chestnuts?
Alright, I'm gonna start from the entrance and work our way through. Police woman first. Alright then. Looks like today's patrol's just about done. I don't think we have anything else to do, thankfully. Ah, good. You know, I feel like we've been getting more tired recently and my shoulders are all tense. Want me to give you another massage? Honestly, it's really no wonder you're so stiff all the time. You're always putting on the tough guy act. Well, I think your massage sounds great. Want to try coming over sometime this weekend? Also, what do you mean tough guy act? I'm just trying to act like every other policeman. Do you think I'm trying too hard? Well, it's not like you're trying too hard. You just need to remember to conserve your energy. You gotta be ready to act at a moment's notice, you know? Like when that con-man incident happened and Herb got away. Oh yeah, I remember. Well, thanks. I'll try and take it easy from now on. You know, you make a pretty good team. Parents not so great at letting go and moving on. Wouldn't kill her to loosen up those shoulders either. She was cool as a cucumber during our trip in January, though. All she needs is an excuse to unwind.
So sleepy.
We police officers have to be ready to spring into action at any given moment. That's perfectly valid. Now that Nancy's reaffirmed that for me, I need to get my head back into the game. Honestly speaking, though, it would be nice to take a breather one of these days.
Welcome.
As I thought, the current fashions are reflecting the previous year's EGC trends a little earlier than usual. The event itself has been delayed for a day due to extenuating circumstances, but its impact on the social fabric is nothing short of phenomenal. Phew, that should just about do it for today. Always works up a sweat keeping this place tidy. The way I see it, even a part-time job can be fun as long as you pick one that suits you. Now, if I could just get my brother to understand that. My little brother's at that complicated age, his rebellious phase, I guess you could call it. There's a bit of a rift between us right now, him on one side and me and our dad on the other. He's coming around though. Compared to last year, a little push in the right direction and things should work out okay.
I hear the new flavor they added is super good.
Oh yes, long time no see. Your student council duties have been keeping you busy, I take it. Hello, Mr. McMillan. Sorry for not stopping by for so long. But yes, we have a lot of preparations to make for the school festival and graduation ceremony. Ah, yes, the academic year's ending soon, isn't it? Must say, time truly does fly. At any rate, be sure not to overextend yourself. You're welcome to stop and rest here anytime. Wow, Aggie, you and the owner talk to each other like old pals. Well, I used to visit with friends from time to time before I started working for Van. You would even host our student council meetings here every so often. Student council meetings? Hanging out in cafes together. I guess those are just the kind of things normal kids our age get up to. Agnes is just one of the many Artemis students who visit our cafe. Their hardworking attitudes and mutual trust in each other never fail to impress me.
Welcome! Please stop by again!
I will not imitate that voice. I also keep forgetting that certain characters have that voice. Daddy said that his work's getting less busy soon, so we'll be able to spend more time together. I'm so excited. He's been away on business trips ever since we got to Calvert. My husband works in international trade. He's been especially busy this past year or so, but things finally seem to be winding down for him. It would be lovely if his work led to better relations between Calvert and Elsame. Oh. Lyle's working here. The owner just gave me the go-ahead. Said you got only 30 minutes after closing, though. I'll try and help out to speed things up. That'd be great, Lyle. Are you sure it's alright for you to get home so late, though? Yeah. Don't you have to make dinner for your family? Should be fine. Did some meal prepping earlier in the week. My mom can handle putting the kiddos to bed. If I had to do that, too, I wouldn't have room to squeeze in a night shift. Oh, hey guys. Are you in the middle of work right now? Well, something like that. Oh, you really put in the hours, huh? I could say the same for you three. Yeah, filming at a cafe this late at night. That sounds like some serious overtime. Well, you know how it is. We'll just have to make sure the takes we get are worth it. After hours makes for a pretty spicy atmosphere, though, don't you think? Boy, I would love to get it on behind closed doors with a cute coworker or a beautiful customer or... You know, I was just about to have a change of heart about you, Lyle. My mistake. At least he's consistent. Alright, to the roof. Oh wait. Kageyoshi. Can never tell what's going through this little guy's head. Aw, just look at him staring at the night sky all pensive like. That air of... It is a French word.
Ennui.
Ennui. Neat. Only makes Kageyoshi all the more lovable. That said, I suspect that he only gets this way when he senses something on the horizon. Title drop. We should have... He would behave similarly last year, after which some incident or other was close to follow. People do say that an animal's sixth sense is nothing to sneeze at. Maybe we should keep this one in mind. Where are you staring? He is actually staring out at the night sky. Okay. Hey, she moved back here. I'll never forgive myself for this. I managed to catch the counterfeit dealer, Nagisa, a living legend, and I missed every second of it. People even reported spotting her at this very cafe. Oh, why couldn't I have been one of them? Still, she's never been one to learn her lesson. Maybe someday I'll get the chance to see her in the flesh.
On an all-new adventure. The Adventures of Rockford. Golden Calamity. In theaters now.
Oh. It's the one with the movie with Sarah and Sheena. Okay. Damn, these roasted chestnuts aren't half bad. Ain't half bad. So you're okay with giving me all this for free? You used to run with Desire, right? But you left, same as I did. That makes us bros in a way. Bros always got each other's backs. Alright then, thanks. Guess all that talk I've been hearing is true. Really did go from kissing Jeffrey's ass to being your own man. Sure, I left the gang, but it ain't like I've done shit with my life since. Maybe I should get off my ass and start my own biz. Well, it's not like I'm some big shot tycoon now, but do what you want. Who's gonna stop you? Who'd have thunk one of Jeffrey's old flunkies could pull himself up by his own bootstraps like this? A literally impossible task. Hope he's ready for some competition. More and more guys been going straight ever since Jeffrey skipped town. It's all it took for Desire to fall apart. As far as gangs go, they were the lowest of the low. But hey, I'm rooting for the ones trying to make a new start. You know all too well how it feels to be lost like them.
What's it gonna be? Later.
Viral times. Phew, back at the office at last. You know what, the press corps can be insufferable sometimes. Some of them think me a government mouthpiece or an opportunist who sucked up to the Republican Party during the previous administration. What a rot. Do they even realize how much work goes into building political connections? Not to mention being in the press corps to begin with. My arduous efforts are the reason I'm so quick on the pulse of what the administration's up to. A little appreciation would go a long way.
Okay.
It's no respect. Okay, guess that about wraps up my tasks for today. I guess I'd better go pick up San now. You know how some people do amateur modeling instead of a part-time job lately? She's one of them. It's great that my little sister's able to do what she likes and all, but I got my concerns. The kind of work hasn't really caught on with the general public yet. If you're looking for Marielle, she's meeting with Ferdinand from the Royal Guardian. Ever since last year, he's been visiting the capital to work with her every chance he gets. Wait a sec. Do you think he has a thing for her? If so, he's barking up the wrong tree. The way Marielle feels about Dingo hasn't changed a bit. I believe he's the guy that was in Aracion that she basically roped into her scheme. They may not look it, but I got a keen eye when it comes to sizing folks up. Just one glance and I can clock a man who turned into putty in front of a lady. Call it talent. Haven't reeled anyone in today though. Maybe I'd be better off moving this operation downtown. Capital's got plenty of other places teamed up down on their luck schmucks. Been a long time since I went out that far. Time to dust off the old boots and get stepping.
Okay.
I've got some delicious...
When night falls, the temperature does too, but that just makes an ice cream all the more daring. Such was the concept behind my winter combo special, and its reception was anything but chilly. The seasons are already changing though, huh? Maybe it's time I thought up a new product that captures the spirit of spring.
The Adventures of Rockford. Golden Calamity.
Care for some popcorn?
Where does the theater at the Tree and Mall is a fully kitted concession stand? Probably translates to buckets and buckets of popcorn, but it doesn't mean I'm down and out. Sharing popcorn with movies is my shtick. They can't take that crown away from me.
Hi there.
After all,
Again.
he's the one who invented popcorn with movies. Oh, hey, Hermes. Thank you, Hermes. Hopefully we'll be able to make the adjustments in time. Glad to hear it. I'll keep an eye out for your reopening. Oh, if it isn't Arkwright's part-timers. I heard about what happened over at Artemis. Sounds like it was only a reach away from a total catastrophe. Good job stepping in on time. You just might put your boss to shame. That may be overselling it. Speaking of sales, I got a little backlog of deliveries to make, so my hands are a little tied right this second. But if you're ever in need, I can hook you up with anything from blast suits to bulletproof vests. Just give me a holler if things start getting dicey. Aw, that's sweet of you, bike lady, but we're trying to cut down on shootouts and bomb threats. Have to wonder where you're even sourcing those things. Still, it's good to know we have someone to count on if things really do hit the fan. Thank you very much, Hermes. She's just one of Calvard's many mysteries. Nice work handling the situation over at Artemis. Don't relax just yet, though. Something unusual is brewing these days. You can smell it in the air. Best to tread lightly, especially when you straddle the line between light and shadow the way we do. Thanks to Miss Hermes here, we finally have the components we've been missing. With how old this theater's facilities are, we felt the need to bring its equipment into the modern era as much as possible. Finding parts that are compatible with our rather antiquated cooling units, however, proved to be quite a challenge. Now things are sorted out, it's just a matter of finishing up construction. Won't be much longer before we make our grand reopening. Oh, so they're closed.
Wrong way.
They aren't open right now. No, I've wondered, considering how we've never seen Hermes' face in the whole motorcycle girl shtick. It reminds me of, I can't remember what her name is from the anime Durarara. What was her name? The Doulahan chick. Celti? It's Celti. Okay. Yeah, because she always had the helmet on because she literally did not have a head. Not really spoilers. You know how everyone was bashing the Quincy Company for a while after their giant scandal last year? Well, recently they seem to have bounced back. Their sweets are even selling like normal again. Good thing too, because I've been craving them like crazy. I don't feel so awkward shopping there. Anything fresh made is out of my price range though, so I'll probably stick with something easier on the wallet, like their Quincy Bell line. So we got any more walkers? Not sure if we do.
We'd better get home.
Seek out never-before-seen treasures as the curtain unfolds on an all-new adventure. The Adventures of Rockford. Golden Calamity.
Wait,
In
you
theaters
actually
now.
enrolled yourself into an acting school, Peter? I didn't think you'd be the type. I mean, kinda, well, boring. Hold on, doesn't that place have a partnership with your father's company? You didn't force him to let you in, did you? Oh, stop it. For your information, I passed our auditions fair and square. How'd you even know my dad had connections to them anyway? Whatever. All that matters is that I finally got my third-rate foot in the door. Once I make it big, you'll never be able to call me boring again.
Embarked on a journey.
Oh, so in other words, you were envious of San's new modeling career.
The saga of
I'll admit though,
Ravana,
this
the return
burst of
the
ambition
king.
isn't a bad
Now
look on
playing.
you. Best of luck, Peter. You may just need it. My dad's company only churns out supporting cast members or B-movie actors at best. But even still, just being a part of the industry is already a huge step for me.
A story of
I
blood-stained
can only
earth,
go up from here.
and of how
Everyone's
a
gonna
young
eat her
band of
words one of
soldiers
these
managed to
days.
survive for 100 days. Now playing.
Well, what Peter does is his business, so I won't lose any sleep over it. That said, I'm not so sure getting peer pressured into a career path is the wisest course of action. Knock on wood that he doesn't end up regretting this choice down the road. Yeah, I don't know. Peter and wannabe actor don't really fit together in my mind. But who knows? Maybe he'll make it big and prove me wrong. I'll just do the normal thing and cheer him on. You mean you're actually going to be a supportive friend? Shock. Absolutely shocked. I see. So the ones over there would work well as supplementary references. I have to say, data collection is a lot less of a chore when you own a T-phone. YorbleNet provides me a fair amount of financial news and makes comparing information a breeze. Thanks to that, I have a much easier time choosing which books to actually buy as source material. I already follow the magazine serialization of Bravely Legends, but I'm still looking forward to reading the latest volume. Comics really are incredible though. Graphics, characters, everything just popped right off the page. And to heart, I consider the whole medium to be a respectable art form, and it is. Just because it's a different art form does not mean it is not art. If only my dad saw it that way. He just writes it off as kiddie stuff without so much of as a sidelong glance. Sigh, never mind, just talking about it is making me depressed. Kinda hard to consider comics to be a respectable art form. But my dad feels the exact opposite. It just bums me out, you know? Excuse me, miss. You're Albert's friend Agnes, aren't you? He tells me about your many efforts in the student council from time to time. Yes, I'm flattered that you'd remember. It's a little embarrassing to know that he talks about me, though. Is Albert a frequent customer here or something? Ooh, maybe he's got the hots for a certain beautiful bookstore owner? Sorry to disappoint, but it's more that he works for us part-time. He's quite a dedicated employee. We're very lucky to have his help. I can definitely see how Albert's meticulousness would come in handy here. Thank you for giving him a chance to show that. Now that I think of it, it's only been a year since Albert first started working here. He was so bashful in those early days, but now he's practically an old hand at this. Maybe I should hire another part-timer when April rolls around. Then Albert would have someone to mentor. And she doesn't have any new books, so we will just zip on along.
Just give me a shot.
Oh, I didn't realize you bought a T-phone, Sloth. You using it in place of that laptop you're always on? Yeah, I actually bought it with the money I got from selling that old brick. I'm telling you, this T-phone thing is the future, Wendell. Searching things on the net takes seconds. And as someone who likes to keep up on all the latest gossip, it's practically a no-brainer for me to get one. Sure, gotta say, I heard a lot of good things about T-phones. Apparently, the number of people registering to social media is through the roof, too. Well, you thinking of getting your hands on one? It's kind of expensive, so I might have to put it off for a bit. Besides, I can always ask you to look up stuff for me, right? As for all the hot goss, I'll just find out the old-fashioned way, eavesdropping. Well, now that I bought this T-phone, it'd be a waste not to get my money's worth out of it. There must be an ocean of rumors floating around on the net. I'm ready to dive right in. YorbleNet's been flooded with rumors ever since more people started using T-phones. That's not really my scene though, so I'll just let Sloth handle it and stick to my cycling.
Thanks for stopping by.
Miss Mouse seems pretty strung out over everything going on in Longport. There's not really much I can do to help when it comes to the other side of this business. But the more I work to keep the restaurant running like normal, the less Miss Mouse to worry about. So there you have it. I'm gonna knuckle down so she and Calhoun can focus on what's important.
What would you let you stop by again sometime?
Well, this is a fine mess. The chaos in Longport's bound to affect all of Hayue. We'll preserve the foundations of our family, if nothing else, but to what extent will the Lus manage to do the same? Ah, if it isn't the substitute Spriggans. And you have that part-timer from last year with you. I'm told Arkwright is hard at work on a business trip over in Longport. Right, so about that monologuing just now. You were letting us eavesdrop on purpose, huh? Still trying to feel us out, I take it. I'm definitely concerned about what Van's going through over there, though. Do you have any information? Not just about him, but Longport in general. Unfortunately, much of it falls under Heio's internal affairs, so there isn't a lot I can share. Let's just put it this way. Arkwright Solutions is doing their fair share to restore order to Longport. Aside from that, your boss has yet to accomplish his objective, the one that isn't tied to any request. I see. Thank you very much. It gives us an idea of how things stand, at least. I'll keep probing around on my end, but the current situation in Longport is unpredictable from start to finish. The best thing we can do for now is watch which way the wind blows. Family elders are opting to bide their time. There's no telling which way the situation will lean. At any rate, the council has ceased providing any instruction. Self-preservation is the only recourse. Apologies, I was lost in thought. I have my opinions on the situation in Longport, but as a humble cook who only happens to be trained in martial arts, it's not my place to share them. Right now, my skills are in service of the kitchen, as well as defending Miss Mao. There's nothing more to it. I'm pretty sure there is, actually. Seriously, though, we could tell that much from Nostalgia Way. I already knew he was part of Heio, but the way these two are reacting suggests it goes deeper than that. I shall continue exercising my culinary skill. Only when the situation demands will I resort to martial prowess. On a semi-related note, Hunming seems to be more spirited than usual for some reason. I'd best you keep a close eye on her before she stumbles into trouble. So who's upstairs? Oh, it's Huck. That certainly is an interesting suggestion. An economic policy such as this might attract more investors to the market. You said it came from that one young senator we were talking about before. Senator Ryan, yes. It's one of the items in the formal proposal he submitted to me last week. It's a departure from the course taken under the Republican Party's administration, so it's unlikely to be popular with more conservative members. However, both I and former President Rocksmith believe it is at least worthy of consideration. There certainly are some stubborn mules in the mix, aren't there? I won't throw my lot in with any particular faction, but a slight change of course is nothing to fuss about if the aim is to compete with the current administration. Oh, I didn't expect that of you, Mr. Huckberry. You usually bet on the more stable investments. Polanski and I have been pals for about 40 years now, by which I mean we're always swapping opinions. The man's too serious for his own good. Rocking the boat is what the opposing party is supposed to do. Either way, I've got no intention of backing any party. My only plans for the big day are playing Mahjong in Old Town. I've known Mr. Huckberry for quite some time. You could call him my mentor in economics and investment in a sense. He's a source of much valuable insight to me, even if I never trouble him for political support. Is that everybody here? Are we done with this side of town? We are done with the side of town. Continuing on, we still have the Satan District, Brian Tower, and Center Marche.
Zoom, zoom!
We haven't been to the Satan District yet. We have no fast travel points. Might as well walk around and collect. Atwa's cars feels as sturdy as always, but Ingert's looking pretty good too. See, whenever you watch Z1 news nowadays, they're usually talking about Aslan. He works for Ingert, so I thought I might be able to do a little digging on them. I was actually surprised to learn they have a lot of overlooked strengths. When you think of luxury cars, you think Atwa's. That's why I always dream of owning one of their cars. But lately I've noticed Ingert's luxury cars are just as appealing. I can't stop looking at them. They managed to make a more functional yet still refined design. Guess their years of making working class vehicles really paid off. It really sets them apart from the crowd. Thank you for your help in apprehending the suspect. Even though the threat of Almana has been eliminated, we still have a number of criminals on our streets. For the safety of all our citizens, we must remain vigilant.
Let's see here.
Coffee. I was wondering when you'd show up. Hey, Agnes, we've been really putting our backs in the investigation for all this. I mean, the school even wants us to hold a briefing for all parents and guardians. Man, they're just going to use it to tear us a new one. It sucks. You guys seem pretty busy. I hope everything goes well. Come on, Nate. No need to cry to civilians about it all. Anyway, don't you worry about us, Agnes. It's all part of the job. Yeah, I guess you're right. And the least we can do is help everyone feel a little safer. You know, we're actually getting kind of swamped with all these cases lately. You're really starting to pile up on us. Sounds like you got it pretty rough. Try not to screw it up, okay? I mean, we wouldn't want to have to put in so many hours if you guys just manage to do your job. That's a little much, don't you think?
Okay.
And I still gotta write up reports for the investigation. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Oh well, probably wasn't anything important. I'm guessing it had something to do with his girlfriend. As a member of the police force, I'd like to thank you for your work today. At the same time, however, I want you to prioritize your own safety. No more sticking your nose in dangerous situations, alright? Yes, you may be substitute Spriggans, but remember, you're still civilians. And don't you go forgetting that.
Let's go.
He doesn't want to be here. I heard Aramis Academy received a bomb threat. Imagine the students aren't feeling very safe at the moment. People tend to get a bit paranoid about crime in situations like these. It's completely understandable. However, we'll accept all sorts of tips from the public, even if it's just a hunch. After all, the police are on the side of the people. The inspector informed me you helped capture the suspect. I just wanted to thank you again for going through the trouble. By the way, young lady, weren't you a member of Arcade Solutions last year? I guess that means you remember me? Well, we make it a point to remember those involved in that line of work. That being said, where's your leader? Don't tell me it had something to do with those arrests we made. Oh, anyway, looks like you're here with a few friends of yours. Try not to get too rowdy, alright? Guess it makes sense the police don't trust people working in the shadows. Doesn't seem like he's aware we're filling in for Ben, though. Yeah, but I kind of feel like he has his suspicions. Anyway, leave the rest to us. Fixers shouldn't be sticking their nose into police business after all, especially not when you're by yourself. I know you only mean to help the Spriggan, but you can't be putting yourself in danger. Out we go. Have you finished painting your one painting? I can't believe they said something was missing. I mean, a painting can only portray so much, you know? You see, what happened at the Revolution Festival last year, I released a drawing that depicted everything that happened, and for some reason, it was evaluated to be a warped world seen by a disturbed artist. I could understand if they had difficulty grasping the visual, but then to put it like that, it's inconceivable. But to think none of them were able to see what I was trying to portray. Does this mean I failed as an artist?
Alright, let's move.
Well, none of that matters. I will conquer Tree and Tower. And when I do that, they'll simply have no choice but to recognize me. Maybe I'll even be able to convey a more abnormal scene. Is this foreshadowing? Looks like someone's calling me on my personal T-phone. See, my company gave me a T-phone to use for work last year, but I recently decided to purchase one for myself. Can't be using my work T-phone for private stuff after all. I plan to use both so that I can avoid mixing my work and personal life. I work in consulting, so frequent contact with our clients is expected. We tried loaning out T-phones to them as well last year, but it seems they're available for sale in the general markets now. That's why I figured I'd buy one for personal use. Besides, I ran into some problems last year with looking at my personal stuff on my work unit. Yeah. Anyway.
Welcome to Erland, sir.
Welcome to Erland. Would this happen to be the first time we're meeting? I only recently started working more shifts, so I've been encountering lots of customers I never met before. Anyway, welcome. I look forward to serving you.
Okay.
Oh, I think I might have been speaking too loud. Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. My manager said she thinks my energy's a good thing, but I think but that I need to turn it down a little. Maybe I've been trying too hard. I promise to do better from now on. Let's see. Sasha said Edward prefers a more calm and natural look, right? This store's a little on the expensive side, though. Well, maybe it's okay to splurge a little. Fine. Welcome to Erland Boutique. Please take a moment to look over our brand selections for this season. We were able to put together a few styles that were shown in last year's Edith Girls collection. By the way, if you're looking for Carol, she no longer works with us. Unfortunately, she decided to move away for personal reasons. Now we have Naomi. She can help you with all your styling needs. She may be a bit inexperienced, but she's very dependable. Ask her whatever you'd like.
Oh, please take as much time as you need.
Blue leather key case. Bought. And then we have some new items here. This gives more attack but lowers defense. And this one, arts damage. Neat. We'll equip the other one in a second. This gives less speed, so we are not going to equip it. You'll buy one of these, though. Then we just have pendulums and charms.
I hope to see you again.
Can we break that guy's ankles? Let's see. How about easy wins? I mean, I could have won that much blindfolded. Are the other district's teams that weak? That said, my teammates need to up their game too. I scored half the damn points in that game. Yeah, cause you hogged the damn ball. Guess I wasn't blowing smoke when you said you were cocky as all get out. For real, like your arrogance is totally off the charts. Hey, if you got time to quibble, you got time to dribble. Let's get in some more practice, yeah? It was tough watching that sorry performance you guys put on, so if you want, I'd be down to help whip you guys into shape. Holy crap, did I hear that right? Perks offering to help us practice. Did hell freeze over when I wasn't looking? You know, I guess he has mellowed out a little lately. Did something happen to you, man? Oh, shut the hell up. If you're just gonna make fun of me, I'm not helping you. Simon's keen on playing one-on-one games with beginners, but I'm not doing that. No way, Jose. I'd rather watch grass grow than play against newbies. Total waste of my time. And now I'm being forced to help my weak-ass teammates practice. Life sucks, man. Oh, you're the people who helped me out the other day. Again, thanks a million. Ah, right. You're the girl those Desire thugs kidnapped. I remember now. You're that girl who's always hanging around the basketball team. You look right as rain. Love to see it. I've also heard about you. I really am glad you're safe. What you went through must have been traumatic. Listen, if you ever need to talk about what happened, we'd be happy to lend an ear. What, you want to be my therapist? I appreciate the concern, but I'm alright, really. Nothing's happened since then, so I think I'm in the clear. But in case I'm wrong there, Simon and the rest of the gang will protect me for sure. I'm relieved to hear that. Sounds like you have a good support system. If something does happen, though, please don't try to face it alone. Kirk just loves marching to the beat of his own drum. Actually, I shouldn't single Kirk out. All the guys here have their own little quirks. But that's what makes hanging around them so fun. It's part of why I enjoy working with the team as much as I do. Now, what are you doing? Oh, hey. You're those substitute Spriggans who helped Frala and Eddie out of that jam they were in. I didn't get a chance to thank you earlier, so I'll say it now. Thanks. Don't mention it. I'm just glad you didn't end up getting hurt. Oh, right, you got wrapped up in something while I was away, right? I heard you ran into some trouble with Desire. Oh, hey, you up for a game of basketball? Ooh, that sounds like fun. Did you know that Simon's actually the head of the basketball team here? Yeah, but said team is just made up of street basketball players. It's alright though. The other guys and I just enjoy the sport, and we love going toe-to-toe with strangers. Lately, we've been practicing and playing games with people who are new to basketball and want to give it a spin. Huh. Well, I'll definitely think about trying it out. We'd love to play with you. And if you need someone to show you the ropes, I'm your man. How many times did we have to win to get achievements? Three basketball wins currently for 207th Mass. When the gang and I started out, we were just a bunch of punk-ass kids playing street ball. And, well, the last part hasn't changed, but now we're stronger than ever. We've been on a real hot streak. If you want to play us, we're always down to play ball. Or if you just want to watch, that's fine too. We ain't exactly a normal bunch, but we're chill. Funny. Alright, play one-on-one. Okay, game on. Normal. Actually, does it even matter? We could play easy. What are the instructions again? Yeah, so you have to do it when they're dribbling at the correct time.
Okay, let's begin.
Good shot.
Got it. Got it.
Damn.
Nice moves. Nice moves. Nice moves. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Well, he only scored once, so we got one.
Okay. Too bad. Got it. Too bad.
Oh, press the wrong button. He still missed though.
Yeah. You're too slow. Yeah.
Oh, buzzer beater.
Did I mess up? Got it. Okay. Nice move.
No.
Huh. Managed to eke out a win.
That would be two. Whew, you're good. Sure wasn't expecting to take a loss. That's a good wake-up call for me, honestly. Here, feel free to take these. Mind tablet. Are you sure you don't mind? Yeah, think of it as a little thank you gift. Let's play again sometime. I want to keep honing my skills after all.
Leave it to me.
Yes. School this kid.
Okay, let's begin.
Miss.
I'm so happy. Went in.
Got two.
I did it!
Nice moves. Nice moves.
There!
That's one.
I'm so happy! Went in!
Too bad.
I'm so happy! There!
Yeah.
There!
Nice moves.
There! Ha! I did it! There!
Easy.
Whew. I think I did fairly well.
That'd be 3 victories. Now, is there another one? Does not look like there are any additional basketball ones, so we'll do just whatever other basketball challenges that we get later on in the game. Let's keep our search going. Did we find the Martian garden thingy? It's down there. Okay.
Gonna eat something? Another swig.
You're one of the Spriggan's assistants, right? It's been a while. Care to have a seat? I don't believe I've ever seen you two, though. Welcome. Thank you, Mr. Kanza. It's nice to see you again. We'll be back to eat when we get some free time. I don't think I've ever seen food like that before. Looks like it could be Eastern. Yeah, it is a... Isn't it one of those Far Eastern dishes? I hear people talk about it every now and then. It smells so good, though. I'm practically drooling. Well, glad to hear you're interested. If you'd like to come on back sometime, you can always find me here. I mostly sell soba dishes, but I have a few skewers for sale too. Feel free to drop by whenever. Stop by whenever.
Okay.
I just like sharing from my heritage, that's all. And if it makes people a little more interested in the Far East, well, can't say I'd be displeased.
Hey, welcome. Don't be a stranger.
Wow,
will
this is
consume.
incredible.
Hey, 250 HP to everybody. I like that. Oh, it's the other race car driver. I don't think we've ever seen him. Oh, that's Maxim and... Aslan? Isn't he a Z1 racer too? It's always in the news. Sorry to intrude on your day like this, but I just really wanted to buy you a drink. By the way, I heard you set a new record in your last race. Seems you're building quite the reputation. Well, thank you. I always welcome praise from Maxim Lugan. Just so you know, though, I intend to give you a run for your money. So try not to hold a grudge against me next time we face off. That's the spirit. I look forward to the challenge. You might be catching up on my times, but I never relinquished a champion seat so easily. And I expect nothing less. You're what I've always wanted to be, Maxim. So, see you in the finals, Red Comet. It'll be the greatest showdown yet. You know, this skewer's pretty good, but I should be heading back to the circuit for now. Need to get my blood pumping with a few laps. Gotta try to bring out your best after all. Oh, I figured. That's why I ordered a non-alcoholic drink for you. Just know you won't be getting one over on me that easily. Oh. It is in the underground.
Better get ready for the
Is there one
meeting.
over here? There is one over here. New entrance to the Martian Garden found. We need a bunch of them for another achievement. And there's likely one, I forget. We looked all the way around Trian Tower and the Center Marche. So we're stuck at our current number. Manager Rumfeld's currently briefing the president at the moment. That's why he's in here. However, as always, keeping the hotel and all its guests safe is our duty. Please rest assured that we will remain as vigilant as ever. Manager Rumfeld seems to have mellowed out considerably these past few years. He's even been more tolerant of the young Miss's association with that boy Eddie. If this were the past, he would have to undergo hours of rigorous questioning just to lay eyes on the young miss. Yep, there it is. I can't believe he'd do this to me. He and I were supposed to go on a date tonight, but he never showed. He still hasn't called either. After begging and begging to go on a date with me, this is what he does? I'll never forgive him. She has a point. And these are my plans for next year's expansion. All you need to do is check each item off the list and make sure those involved are aware of the arrangements. Understood, although I'm a bit surprised at how gung-ho you are about all this. After all, you've never been very receptive to the ideas of other executives in the past. Well, I just figured I had some growing up to do. I'll be the first to admit I've been a bit too self-indulgent at times. But now's the perfect moment for me to step up to the plate. You all deserve a proper precedent for once. I remember her mentioning she got scolded by an elected official. Guess he really has made an impression on her. Well, she really has turned over a new leaf. You won't see me complaining. I never expected our president to change so much. I heard she received a scolding by an elected official, but was that really all the push she needed for a change? Maybe she had some other life-altering experience. Yes. Polanski's currently busy with his political activities, so my plan to cozy up to the Republican Party has been put on hold, for now. At least I was able to gain a good bit of knowledge by speaking with him last year. Now I just need to focus on my real work, to get results that satisfy the senators after all. Who are they? Over there in the corner. The young miss has been rather interested in studying lately, so I've been doing my best to help her. It would seem her resentment of the president has been resolved. She's much more optimistic than she's been in the past. I believe she's come to understand not only her father's feelings for her, but the responsibilities he holds as a representative of the Bank of Edith. She now wants to become an adult that can support her father among his many challenges. At least that's what it seems like. Oh, I know you. You're the substitute Spriggans that helped Eddie the other day. And if I remember correctly, you're the girl that was part of Upgrade Solutions last year. I'd like to thank you all once again. You're very welcome. They've told me a little what happened to Eddie. By the way, I heard you went back to Old Town recently. Yes, I want to meet Eddie's mother at the general store. It's helped me understand him a bit better, I think. You see, he's had plenty of his own problems to deal with. We're quite similar in that regard. Anyway, I hope to be a better friend to Eddie from now on. I see. Sounds like things are going in a good direction for you two. Either way, Eddie should be safe for the time being, so there's no need to worry about that at least. I imagine you must be under a lot of pressure, Miss Brazelia. So, I'm glad you have a friend to lean on when things get hard. Plus, interacting with different people gives you a new perspective on life. Well, hearing that from someone like you is quite convincing indeed. Next time I speak with Eddie, I'll have to see if I learn something new from him. As for me, I've decided to become an adult my father can be proud of. Unfortunately, I was a bit foolish in the past, but I've decided to start anew, beginning with my studies. I know it's going to be hard, but I hope to graduate from a famous school, and in time I mean to earn a position that can lend support to my father. Who is upstairs? I believe we saw these two in Tharband. Here. It's nice to meet you again, Kalia. I hadn't expected us to cross paths in Calvert. Surely our reunion is due to the divine guidance of Arusha. Maybe I should follow my father on trips more often. I'm glad you seem to be doing well, Munt. You know, it's kind of nice to be able to talk face to face again. Letters can be so tedious. Sigh, if only our fathers could get along. Yes, I thought my father had mellowed out a bit, but alas. Well, I'm sure we could foster a much better working relationship over the next few years. Of course we can. Setting that aside, it's so rare for us to meet like this. Why don't we take the chance to learn a little more about one another?
So sleepy.
One can sound a little too much like a grown-up sometimes, but I can tell just how kind he is through his letters. It would be nice to be better friends with him in the future. Considering how stubborn my father is, however, I'm not so sure what to do. If he were to know of our friendship, I'd likely see him want even less than I do already. Yeah, because their families are like in competition with each other or something. I've only been able to speak with Kalia by letter ever since Starbad. I hope we'll have the chance to do much more in the future. See, I'd like to marry her in order to mend the fracture between our families. However, for that to happen, I need to strengthen our relationship. Perhaps it'd be wise to go into business together while we're still young. If we were to make a shared profit, our families would have no choice but to come to a compromise. Shoot your shot. Oh, okay. Well, if it isn't Patriarch Bashar, of all people to run into in the Republic. I assure you the feeling is quite mutual, Marquis. Unfortunately, I've had an errand to perform at the Republic branch of the Valis Investment Bank. I trust that explanation is to your satisfaction? I suppose that's not out of the ordinary, no. You and your Valis truly are as thick as thieves. Fine then, do as you please. We'll see just how long you can avoid their grasp. Seems you're as optimistic as ever, Marquis. Well, I'll go ahead and pretend I never heard that snide remark of yours. I suppose that leaves me with the upper hand for now. Actually, what do you say to me putting in a good word for you with Valis? How dare you mock me? I would never betray the royal family like that, you swine. Patriarch Bashar has acted so conceited ever since he signed a contract with Valis. It's infuriating. Just where did that sense of self-worth run off to? Hard to believe he's the same man I competed with in the past. Now he's reliant on some other country's backing? Oh, no matter. My number one priority will always be to fulfill my role as a noble of the duchy. I simply need to finish this errand at the embassy, and I can return to my room. Spawning is such a cheap taunt. I see Marquis Dahar still has a lot to learn. He is as uptight as the Elsane nobility as ever. About the Elsane nobility as ever. I wish we could return to how we were in our younger days. You see, he made for an intriguing business rival back then. Sup, hotel employee? If you're looking for Manager Rumsfeld, he's currently in the process of making a report to the president of the Bank of Edith. If you have a message for him, I'd be happy to forward it along. Please don't hesitate to ask if you need anything else.
Allow me to assist.
Maserati stew.
Hope to see you again.
From their master chef.
Wow, this is incredible.
Like 1/4 of our meter. And I believe that rounds out the area. Nice. Korean Tower.
Here I go!
Still have a ways to go, huh? What's up, Giordano? Here's a stop, brother. You're a real hepcat bringing a girl from out of town to a happening spot like this. The view at night from the observatory is like nothing you ever seen before. I bet that little jewelry box is gonna blow that little lady's mind. Don't mention that or she'll figure it out. Still, I really can't thank you enough, sir. It was a lovely ride. We appreciate you recommending us all those places to visit too. Hold the butter, sister. I'm just doing my job. Lady Luck deserves all the credit for this once-in-a-lifetime drive. If you ever need another lift, just give old Giordano a holler, you dig? You ask me, ferrying folks around ain't just a physical journey, but an emotional one too. Take this pair of cool cats. When I brought them over here, they sure came along for the ride. The car can connect two arcs together the same way it does two places. Now, if that ain't poetic, I don't know what is.
Find the Vern store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse. We hope you'll have a fabulous time here.
Jimmy. Well, how about it? Think I can pass for a fashion-forward metropolitan? Oh, I don't think it'll be quite that easy. You cut a good figure, sir, but your sense of style's non-existent, and your hair is looking kinda dry. I feel that. I'm a new full-body ensemble will mean nothing if you aren't conscious of these things on a daily basis.
Welcome to the Trion Mall.
Ouch, they cut a guy deep.
One of Edith's
it's okay to sugarcoat things a little, you know? They say the road to becoming fashionable is a long and hard one. But I know it isn't impossible. I just have to keep at it. Flattery isn't really my strong suit, unfortunately. Though my managers assured me that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sorry. Though my managers assured me that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Well then, if a customer wants my opinion, I suppose I'll just be honest. I don't think we've seen that many spelling errors in this game. We found her first. At least I think we found her first.
Not this way.
I need to start thinking about our business strategy for the coming season. This time we're looking to play off Calvert's unique cultural identity, more specifically its advancements in visual technology. We could host a fashion photography competition, for instance, or collaborate with an upcoming movie on a new clothing line. Luckily, Valis, that is R&M, has ample funding. That gives us the leeway to try out just about any strategy we can think up.
Anything of interest?
They have nothing new here.
I hope you found everything to your liking.
It's a cutting-edge piece of orbital technology that's lighting Calvert on fire. You won't want to miss it.
Alright, so we got this movie theater. Oh god, it's the weird anthropomorphic Mishi. Sometimes Mishi will come and pay them all a visit, even on days when there's no special events planned. It just goes to show how fond he is of this place.
The showing on screen 2 will soon begin.
Hiya, I came by to visit the Mihi movie theater. Out of curiosity, did you happen to catch last year's big hit Mishi and Boots? It was a real downer. The adorable lead role is played by none other than Mihi. It's a laid-back, feel-good type of plot that also doubles as a revolutionary foray into the darkness of greed lurking in every living soul. Ooh, sounds like my kind of story. How feel-good can it be with a social commentary like that? That's what I said. Boy, oh boy, I wonder what movies are playing right now. There's so many genres to choose from. This theater's like a dream come true. What's up, Toki? Nope, something about this theater just rubs me the wrong way. It's completely devoid of the vintage warmth Esprit cinema has always had. Though pardon me if all these shallow trappings nestled inside a soulless shopping mall don't suit my fancy. Usually doesn't have 2 lines of dialogue. Well, all told, I can't deny that Stardust Cinema has a halfway decent lineup. 100 Days? Now there's a masterpiece worth seeing. This place deserves a little more credit from me if they're willing to show a film as hard-hitting as that. What I like about movies is all the fun little touches you can easily miss. Like when a supporting character ad-libs in the background behind the main cast, for example. Or when some small prop they show for half a second foreshadows a major plot point. This adds so much to the experience.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
I do love myself a good Chekhov's gun. The Valisian enterprise that financed Trion Mall is the same one that owns a majority of Michelin Wonderland shares. That's why they keep forcing their redesigned Mishi to slave away as the mall's mascot morning, noon, and night. My heart goes out to him. Just talking about it is enough to bring me to tears. Still, now I know Mishi's always close by, so that's one small joy. Let's look at the movie posters. Fire Shark.
Thank you for your visit today. The showing on screen 2 will soon begin.
Oop.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
So this one, I'm trying to see who that guy in the background is. I'm wondering if that's like the one scummy actor that we
have merchandise
dealt with.
for the movie on sale at the shop.
Anyway, we'll probably watch that movie.
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your
We usually
visit?
show our more popular releases in more than one theater at a time. That way our customers can always get seats at different showtimes. Honestly, as a lover of film myself, our cinema is like a dream come true. I never checked. Do we have free time points?
Initializing planner mode.
Gotta treat myself every now and then.
He only has 4 stars. That is interesting.
Step right up.
Thank you for your visit
Welcome to
today.
Stardust Cinema. Thank you for choosing us today. Let's play right now.
The showing on screen 2 will soon begin.
The Adventures of Rockford, Golden Calamity.
Please silence your phones.
3 tickets for the Adventures of Rockford, Golden Calamity. That'll be 600 Mira. The trio made their way into the theater, having decided to watch a movie during their work break. That threw me for a loop. I was not expecting Nayuta music. Anyway. The indelible Rita Rockford is an archaeologist and a skilled treasure hunter. Her next quest is to find the Golden Staff of Sala, a relic that caused disastrous calamities in bygone days. She travels to ruins in the far reaches of the continent, where she meets and rescues an indigenous girl, Asha. Her kidnappers are after the Golden Staff, and they require her blood to retrieve it. Rita and Asha band together to infiltrate the depths of the ruins to steal the staff right from under their noses. However, their efforts are thwarted by the dastardly Willard, an old family rival from her father's time. Willard is the ringleader of an illegal excavation group known as Legendary Dawn. He takes Asha hostage and tells Rita to hand over the treasure in exchange for her life. Rita readily complies, and Willard, now in possession of the treasure, loses himself in ecstasy. But then, the ruins begin to collapse and shake around him, causing the staff to slip out of his hands. Willard chases the staff as it rolls across the ground, and in that moment, Rita sees an opening.
I'll be taking that!
Hand over the staff. Or would you prefer I put a bullet in this poor girl's head?
No. Please, don't do it, Rita!
Fine. Put the gun down, and I'll toss you the staff.
A wise decision.
She stole the gem.
It's lighter than before. No, it's a fake!
Oh.
And you call yourself my father's rival. Shame you don't have his eye for antiquities.
Huh? You're giving this to me? Really? Are you sure?
Of course. I promised I'd protect it for you, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. And a promise is a promise. Thank you so much, Rita.
Damn you, Rita Rockford. Damn you! I'll remember this until the day I die. And before that happens, I will have my revenge!
Sequel bait.
Keep dreaming. You'll never get your hands on these treasures because I'll always be there to protect them. Or my name isn't Rita Rockford.
Well, that was definitely a movie plot. Treasure hunting sounds fun. You should pick that up as a side gig. We'll find some sparkly treasure, sell it, and rake in the dough and blow it all in one huge spending spree. You sound more like Willard than Rockford. Not to send your dreams crashing down to earth, but finding valuable treasures isn't as easy in real life. It sounds like it'd be a lot of work to me, especially since you have to venture into such dangerous places. I doubt your average person could manage it, unless they were as capable as someone like Judith. Never mind then, I'm not signing up for that if it means I can't be lazy. I like being able to drop by the movies whenever I want, and I'm not giving up that freedom, and I'm not giving up that freedom for the world. I'm with you there. It's nice to drop by the theater and see great films like this every once in a while. I'm happy you both enjoyed yourselves. It sure would be nice to come here with Van again sometime. Alright, they have brochures for sale. They aren't showing this movie outside of Edith yet, so maybe I should buy one for Van. Yeah, we're buying it. Having finished their break, the three of them resumed their work. Yay. SELM support effect up 10%. Does the SELM support effect up? Does that mean like the Guardian effect, which I believe is
Thank you for
either
your visit
10
today.
or 10 or 20. I think it's 10%. Does that
Showing
bump it up
screen
to
one will soon
20%?
begin.
That'd be my guess, but I
If
do
you
not
have
know
a
for
ticket,
sure.
various shops to peruse. We hope you'll have a
Maybe she
fabulous
ought
time
to be over at the movie theater right about now. Not sure why I'm confessing this to you, but I'm one of his biggest fans. I collect every bit of info on him I could find. Build my schedule around his performances, it works. It may not show on the outside, but when Mishi turns up at the mall, I'm pumping my fists on the inside. Die-hard fan. Can we go up to the roof?
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here
Yeah,
you'll
let's
find
head to the
Treon
observation
Tower.
deck. How does this place look at night?
Feels like it's been an eternity since I've been here.
What are you
I
doing
wish
here?
I could have come with Van.
Treon Tower's
Hmm?
observation deck
Why is Aggie looking so down?
above ground level, providing a panoramic view of
No, I'm
the
just
entire
staring at this,
capital.
and literally my only
Okay.
thought is piss clouds.
The sun is setting
Anyway.
on Edith for the day, but the observation deck
View
will
tonight
remain
sure is
open.
grand.
Feel free to take
As
in
it
a
was
view of
right
the
to
city
swing
at
on
night.
by. Still, things have been a little unsettling lately.
Please
And so
relax
far I've had to
and
leave the
enjoy the
stage to
heavenly
those
view.
kids. Well, I guess it just leaves me to do whatever I want. I'll make sure to live it up in my daughter's absence. Just who is this lady? Sneaking into my castle, What a fool you are. As punishment for your intrusion, you will become a test subject for my latest magical brews. You'll never leave here alive. Grumble. Oof,
Treon Tower's
getting hungry.
observation
What's
deck
Mommy gonna be
stands
done shopping?
215 arch above ground level, providing a panoramic view of the entire capital.
New. I'm really afraid of heights, but
The sun
if
is
I just
setting on
look at the
Edith
sky,
today,
it doesn't
but the
bother me so
observation
much.
deck will remain open.
That's why I
Feel
focus on
free
either
to
the
take in a
clouds
view
or
of
my
the city
hands
at
when I'm
night.
working. Bye. I'm kind of hoping my phobia will be cured if I work here long
Relax
enough.
and enjoy the heavenly
Hi there.
view.
As somebody who has a
Try
fear of
something?
heights.
Come again.
If it's like an irrational fear, type of fear, then it doesn't go away. Welcome to the observation deck. The sun seems to be setting later and later these days. Once night moves in, you'll be privy to the incredible beauty of Edith's nighttime landscape. And if weather permits, you'll also have a wonderful view of the constellations.
Treon
Or at least the upper
Tower's
control room.
observation deck
All right.
stands 215 arch above ground level.
Continue talking to people. Our moonlight tour of the capital is now nearing its final stop. Let's make our way to Treon Tower's
Welcome to
observation
the
deck for a
Treon Mall.
lovely nighttime view of
Here you'll
Edith's
find
skyline.
Treon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
I signed up for the Moonlight Tour package
You'll
only to
also
wind
find
up
Vern
the
Store, a movie
wind up the
theater,
only single in a
boutiques,
group of
and
couples.
other various
Awkward,
shops
huh?
to peruse.
Oh, whatever. I'm here to have fun. Not worry about what other people think of me.
Drop by the Vern Store if you want to check out the
Oh,
hottest new commodity.
Regina and
the
Elaine are
Tifa.
both here. Oh, hello. Are you three on patrol? I know you must be worried
It's a
after what
cutting-edge
happened today,
piece
but
of
try not to
global
overdo it,
technology
alright?
that's lighting
Students
Calvert
need the
on
rest
fire.
after all.
You won't want to miss it.
Given the nature of his job, you'd think Van would agree, but then he goes and brings 5 minors on board. By the way, aren't you guys from Elaine's alma mater? That's right. Oh yeah, I guess we did hear something about Elaine graduating from RMS, huh? I think someone said you were even in Van's class too, and that you were both on the student council. Oh no, we totally just ruined the
Welcome
vibe
to
they had
Treon
going.
Mall.
Miss
Here you'll
Van
find
did say to be
Treon
careful
Tower,
of bringing
one
up the
of
past
Edith's
around her.
major landmarks.
Says all the right things, then runs away when
You'll also
things aren't
find the Vern
convenient for
Store,
him.
a movie theater,
I
boutiques,
suppose that's how
and
he's
other
always
various
been,
shops
though.
to peruse.
Never was one to ask me for help. Is she drunk?
We hope you'll have a
Actually,
fabulous
there's no
time here.
alcohol in these. Well, boys will be boys, as they say. Just make sure to keep a tight hold on the reins. Yes, ma'am. Maybe I shouldn't have sounded so eager. Phew, matters of the heart sure are complicated. All right. Let's just get out of here before she comes back to her senses. Honestly,
Welcome to the Treon Mall.
everything I know about Elaine's relationship with Van is from what other people have told me. Not that it's any of my business, of course. Anyway, why don't we move on to some other topic?
A movie theater,
Here's a fun fact for you. I used to go to Ardent International High School in Riveria. If you want, I could always pretend I'm one of your old upperclassmen. What do you mean, pretend? S and I are just your average garden variety school kids. If that cat wasn't out of the bag before, it sure is now. At least it saves us the trouble of having to hoodwink the guild. I think it was incredibly obvious and they already knew. I've noticed Regina's been working awfully hard recently. As much as I appreciate her efforts, I'd rather she not stretch herself too thin. Of course, the same could be said to you all as well. Don't forget, you're still only teenagers. If anything serious ever happens, make sure you call the guild before it gets too out of hand, alright? Yes, ma'am, we will. Elaine has experienced rewinds before too, right? Yeah, they saved her more than once before. No need to involve her in what's going on now, though. We could just hack it on our own with this one. Elaine and the other bracers come around for drinks pretty often, even on some of their busy days. That's why I always try to have a few non-alcoholic drinks ready for them. That's very thoughtful of you, Shino. We appreciate it. Seriously, there's a reason I'm always itching to come back. I'm glad to see your bar is so popular lately. I'm just glad to know it's up to customer satisfaction. It's always a pleasure to serve.
You'll also find the Vern store.
Treant Tower is simply lovely at night. And what could go better with the view than a good cocktail? I can always mix up something non-alcoholic instead. All you need to do is ask.
Hello.
Shino's highball.
Thank you.
Just trying to see what the differences are. There's not much of one.
Welcome. We didn't have such.
I wonder, is there anything upstairs?
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Nope. Door is locked. It appears no unauthorized personnel are allowed. Okie dokie then.
Another various shops to peruse. Visit the new
No new shop, nothing new to buy here, so. I know went home a short while ago. He was looking a bit worried though. I hope everything's alright. Maybe she can't stop thinking about Cray Village. Only there was something I could do to help her.
And even acerbic tomatoes. Please check it out.
Kaina's not here at the moment. Something came up apparently. But not to worry, I'm here to take on all her duties. So if you need any tinkering done, just say the word. Okay. We've had more than a few customers asking about the T-phone today. Up to now, most mobile terminals like Arcus could only be used by public officials and military personnel. Nobody really expected to have one for themselves. So that's why it's my responsibility to make sure they're properly introduced to the T-phone. They're still shopping after all these hours. Sigh. T-phones. Just can't stop thinking about them. The mother of one of Bart's friends bought one recently. Honestly, they're really fascinating. My husband seemed to express some interest in it as well. Maybe I should talk to him about getting one. Ew, all that playing I did really wore me out. Wish we could go home now, but once Mom goes into the Vern store, she takes forever to come out. She just stands in front of the T-phones all the time. Can't she hurry up already? Nice meta commentary, Bart.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's major
I wanted to get a case for my T-phone, so I figured I'd stop by the store on my way home. They apparently have earphones and device connectors on sale now too. Maybe I should look into buying some. After all, why not make the best of my T-phone experience?
Visit the new Liberal Boutique, which just
Now I think about it.
To sample a range of imported
Those
goods from the
T-phones
Liberal
would basically have an unlimited charge, don't they?
They have everything from the latest ZCF
Pretty sure they would
products
never
to
run out.
expensive wines, and even acerbic tomatoes.
Are you aware that our signature fruitcake tastes different this year? Our greengrocer of choice recently implemented selective breeding in their crops with help from a Elysian company. Once it came time to finally harvest the fruits of their labor, as it were, we made sure to stock up on them. Our sponge cake and fresh cream have also been improved upon to keep the overall quality consistent. I do hope you'll take the time to give it a try.
Hello there.
Quincy Parfait Grand.
Thank you.
Bought. A supersized parfait packed with flavor. A Quincy Parlor creation.
I couldn't eat another bite.
We are so close to another rank up, I can taste it.
You'll also find the Vern store, a movie theater.
After the arrest of the Quincy Company's CEO, many of my friends started avoiding this store. It's not as though the flavor or quality of the sweets have changed. Those fools have just been swayed by public opinion. It's rather sad, really.
A range of imported goods from the liberal kingdom.
So, how's work going, Mr. Department of Internal Affairs? Not this again. Look, you could poke and prod all you like, but I'm not just gonna blab about government secrets, Sasha. Aw, wasn't that obvious? Whatever, I wanted to talk about something else anyway. So how's it been going, Miss Sonia? You two going on another date anytime soon? Yet, no. I've been meaning to ask her, actually. But I want to know if you had any recommendations for stores she might be interested in. Stores Miss Sonia might be interested in, huh? Well, I could tell you. For a price, of course. Sasha, they're government secrets for a reason. But I can buy you dessert. Yes. Very persuasive.
Visit the new
Bridget.
liberal boutique.
What in Edith's holy name am I doing? Why am I standing in front of a Quincy Parlor again? I can't control myself. Their fine cuisine is simply too pleasing to the eye and to the mouth. Really, there's no harm in buying one tart, right?
And even acerbic tomatoes. Please check it out. Their Eastern tea is quite nice.
So, more and more people seem to be developing an interest in investing recently. The proliferation of the orbital network is a likely cause of that. Checking for changes in stock prices has never been easier. Moreover, with so many of Elysian enterprises making inroads into Calvard, many are starting to take heed of the resulting fluctuations in the market. This may be a good time for us to assemble some documentation on how to interpret stock charts and such.
How can I help you? Please come again.
And before the universe's first major short squeeze. Oh, the idols are performing here. Oh, aren't they just the most precious pair you've ever seen? And they dance so well together, too. Lulua already brings a smile to my face on a regular basis, being the sweet girl that she is. But today, she's shining even brighter than usual. You know, I think I'm finally starting to understand what all this idol business is about. So this is the best With You has to offer? All that talent they've got is going to waste. Their stage presence, their choreography, everything's missing the passion. I barely stand to watch. How can they be okay with this? Are you so fixated on their performance, Natalie? Your idol days are a thing of the past. Unless you're not thinking of picking it all up again, are you? You'll
also find the Vern store,
you're a chansonnier now. If anything, those girls are your rivals. I know that. It's just those girls could be so much more. You know they have it in them. What's going on in that head of yours?
It's a cutting-edge piece.
Look, you've been in their place once, so I understand why you're still attached. But they've got nothing to do with you now. Even the agency said not to associate with them. How do they expect me to just turn a blind eye? I can't have With You making people think idols can't be any better than this. They seem to be doing a good job.
That's quite the show.
Hey everyone, we're With You. Thank you so much for coming out to see us. Oh, it's that idol group. Looks like they're having a live event here. You met them in person, right? I heard you helped them out with their request. I'm surprised they'd host an event at a mall of all places, but they still drew in one heck of a crowd, so what do I know? They may be part of a fledgling industry, but that hasn't stopped them from capturing the hearts of all these fans.
Just opened this year to sample a range of imported goods from the liberal kingdom.
Alright, same bit of dialogue there.
They have everything from the latest ZCF products.
Understood. I'll let their representative know about the change in plans. Of course. Goodbye for now. Damn it, why do I keep taking these calls off the clock? As if I need more urgent tasks on my plate. All I do is work, day in and day out. How am I supposed to fit in any personal time? By, taking your phone, hitting the power button, and just turning that volume all the way down.
Here you'll
than
find
sticking it
Trion
in your
Tower,
pocket and
one of
forgetting
Edith's
about it,
major
except for when you need it.
You'll also find the Vern
Anyway,
store, a
this
movie
place is
theater,
huge. Just
boutiques,
walking around it
and
is
other various
exhausting.
shops to peruse.
I was pacing around the mall again in search of some direction for my designs. But the was that the reparations bubble introduced a lot of products packed with features that need to be communicated to the customer. But recently that started to let up. Now it's more about user convenience and trendy eye-catching visuals. That same philosophy ends up trickling down to the ad designs too. In this day and age, with all the info we could ever need at our fingertips, people are more concerned with style than data points. That's just the breakthrough I needed. Time to head on home and start my
Welcome to
draft
the
again from
Trion
scratch.
Mall. Here you'll find Trion Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Welcome to the Liberal
You'll
Boutique.
also find the Vern store, a movie theater,
Wait a minute.
boutiques, and other various shops.
This is the acerbic tomato guy, isn't it?
Drop by the
And
Vern
as you
store
can
if
see,
wanna
the
check
acerbic
out the
tomato
hot
placed
new
first amongst
quality
last month's
Boutique
sales. We couldn't have done it without ZCF, especially not without the import contract you had negotiated for us.
technology that's lighting Calvert on
Well, I'm glad
fire.
the tomato's doing so well. I'm sure you're just as good at selling them, though. I've actually heard that the Liberal Boutique's been getting a lot of praise lately, even in Liberal itself. There's even been some concern that people will be so satisfied with the shop they won't even feel like they have to come to Liberal anymore. I mean, they're wrong, though. Liberal's actually getting more tourism than ever because of you guys. Well, as an employee of the woman who proposed the shop in the first place, I'm more than pleased with how everything's turning out.
Here you'll find Trion Tower,
Honestly,
one
this
of
is
Edith's
the
major
therapeutic part of my trip. But anyway, I'll be expecting great things from you all. Come to think of it, you seem much busier than usual, Ray. Yeah, we actually received a request from the Western Maria Tech Union, so I've been having to deal with that this whole time. It's all over with now, though, so I should be ready to head back by tomorrow. Oh, sounds like they're both from Liberal. And that tech union they mentioned, I'm a little curious. Doesn't seem relevant to us, at least. Oh, aren't you that girl that came to Basel last year with the Spriggan? Yes, and I believe you're that researcher from the Burl. Ray, was it? Aunt's note said you helped in gathering materials for some painkillers. That's right, but anyway, if I'm remembering correctly, you're an Artemis student. That must mean you're with the ZCS. You've met with the ZCS technical advisor. Technical advisor? Would that be Ren by any chance? That girl's got her hands in a whole bunch of pies, huh? I can never work that hard.
You'll also find the Vern store, a movie theater.
This is the individual who created the acerbic tomato through selective breeding. It was freaking alive at a certain point. Anyway, he may be a tad eccentric, but he's a remarkably gifted researcher. The ZCF is fortunate to have him. It's always a pleasant surprise to have a fellow Liberalian walk through those doors.
They have everything from the latest ZCF products to expensive wines and even acerbic tomatoes. Please check it out.
Alright, I think we have handled the Trion Tower dialogues. Alright, this is the last area.
Off we go.
However, it is way past midnight, so we are going to handle this next time. It was a quiet and at the same exact time talkative night, so till next time, you finish this off, do that last 4 SVG, and continue the story. Have a good night.